Hey everybody, Jeff Reinhardt here, LMP and Lancaster Online. It's the Week 3 LL Football Roundtable, sponsored by Auto House of Lancaster. Ephrata, The War, Dig It, Chase Prang, Ephrata Mounts, 2-0 start. How's it going over here?
It's going pretty good. We're starting to collaborate as a team, do better. We're getting better each day, and I think this team's going to be something special.
Okay, coming off a good win, you beat the Barons. Have you been able to soak that one in a little bit and enjoy the 2-0 start?
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely got a little sore after, but everybody was pretty good. Good mood in the morning, and then after that, we watched film. We had to move on. Then.
Okay.
Want to go to 3-0 now.
Austin, congratulations. You guys are coming off of your 400th win in program history. What was it like to be a part of that moment?
Man, it was a special moment, you know. Great achievement in Ephrata's program, and I'm really proud of our team and how we got it done. It was a great win overall for us. I'm happy with it.
And you guys are now 2-0 on the early season. You've been playing well so far. What have you liked from your team so far?
Oh, you know, I love the defense especially. I think, 6 points in the first quarter for both games, that's all we let up. I think that's really special. Obviously, offense, I think we can get moving a little more, especially in that first quarter, but I love the way our defense has been playing and flying around.
Turn the page. You got Garden Spot. They're really close. That's a backyard kind of a rivalry game. What do you see from them? What do you like about how they play?
They play a pretty confusing game. Like they have bunch of read options and just stuff that's all going to just try to confuse us. Okay. We just have to stand our ground, play our role, and don't be too big, and we can do something good. Not all that long ago here, it was a struggle. When you were a little kid, you knew what was going on over here. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, the last 4, 5, 6 years, since maybe Coach Miller and his staff have kind of come on here, it's a complete change over here. Can you just speak to the football program and the good vibes you got going now and how important it is to be the next kid and the next team up in Ephrata? It's actually really important. I mean, growing up, my sophomore year, it's like each team, just there's that set of seniors that keep them a good leadership role, keep everyone intact. Everyone has the same mindset. That's the most important part. I don't know, years before, probably people just went out there not caring. But this year, I think in years previously, I think everybody's came out here with the wanting to win. Everyone's giving their best effort. There's really no slack, and nobody really accepts that anymore. So it's just we're out here, everyone's just wanting to win.
Okay, coming back from Ephrata, always good to go over to the War. Thank you to Coach Chris Miller for the access this week. All things Mounts. Okay, Week 3, LL Football Roundtable. Jason, Christian, Brian, Jeff here. Hello, we're back. Zooming along here. Week 3, last week of just non-league games. So, wow, that's a lot. We've had a lot of non-league games here in 3 weeks. So we're going to break down a couple of fun games that we'll be covering. I want to start with Mr. Markley because he's going to see Ephrata, who we just talked about. They welcome Garden Spot on Friday night. Mounts, Spartans, go.
Sure, another one of these kind of fun neighboring school battles. Let's start with Ephrata, because how can you not? 2-0 on the year so far. Beat Manheim Central last week, 17-6. Going into the season, we talked about how they had pretty much a lot of returning guys, a lot of spots filled, but they did have a new quarterback in Carson Martin. Mm-hmm. He's gotten off to a good start this year. 2 touchdowns last week. He did have 2 interceptions, but that's to be expected, I think, from a new quarterback. Still getting the reps, getting used to everything. 25 for 41, 339 yards, 6 touchdowns so far this season. I mean, that's
pretty good.
They got to be pretty happy with his start. Of course, Jackson Nolt on that line, on both sides of that line, is just a beast. Having him on the field is huge. Really great start for Ephrata, and they have a chance here to go 3-0. I believe they notched their 400th program win last week. Mm-hmm. Cool little milestone. Josiah Grant last week, 4 receptions, 49 yards and a touchdown as well. So some weapons for the Mounts. They're solid all around. Garden Spot last week got their first win of the season, 38-0 against Lebanon. They have kind of a dual threat with Seth Musselman behind center. 5 for 12 last week, 99 yards, a touchdown, ran for 2 touchdowns. They've got some backs there in Andrew Pemberton, Gabe Martin, a bunch of guys there that just can be threats. And I think one thing to note for the Spartans is that they've had 3 of their first 4 games are at home, so this will be their first away game. So a test for Garden Spot there a little bit. So we'll see. It should be a fun one.
Absolutely. Enjoy Ephrata. The War is the place to be on a Friday night. It's fantastic. All right, Christian. Going to Barron country.
Yes.
We got to wrap our head around Mannheim here. We're not sure what to make of the Barons just yet. And they get a Dallastown team that's already played 2 other LLs. And they're 1-1. Wildcats Barons.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Yeah. So I guess at this point in the year, Dallastown could be considered an honorary LL member with the familiarity with the league. But yeah, Central's eyeing a rebound after a tough 17-6 loss to Ephrata last week, as Brian mentioned. But it comes after a week 1 where they gouged West Philadelphia for 47 points. So a little bit of a toss-up. Dallastown coming off a 25-7 win against Penn Manor after a tough 17-7 loss to Hempfield week 1. Central 2, less than 100 yards of total offense last week. Oof. So it really is going to be it's kind of the question mark game of the week, so to speak. So see what unfolds there.
Enjoy Barron country. Jason, love your game. LS Cocalico, 2 LL Blue Bloods to the max. That's a great matchup.
Cocalico 0-2.
How about
First
that?
time since 2016. It shows you if you lose that Elizabethtown game, which I think most people penciled in as a win before the season, it can get dicey because the schedule's tough. They have a tough non-league schedule. They had to play New Oxford, which was the #1 team in 5A, District 3 last year. They were leading in the 4th quarter of that game and they didn't win. So now all of a sudden their season is kind of teetering in terms of making the district playoffs. They got to get moving here. And they got, the team that went to the Class 4A state championship game coming to town. So it's not getting any easier. There's still a lot to like about this team. They do what they do and they're still good at it. Dane Horning has 243 yards rushing. He's going to be one of the greatest fullbacks in Cocalico history. His twin brothers are both standouts, either at quarterback. You have Connor and you have Logan who plays both ways. So they have a lot of options on offense, but they don't have any wins, and that starts to get to you as you advance deeper in the season. And now you got to beat LS, which is 1-1, and they're the only thing that's keeping them from being 0-2 is that incredible win over Solanco in the Milk Jug game. So you play those tough non-league schedules, and your record can be ugly early. LS has found the quarterback, though. They lost Caleb House. Asher Jones is on a 1,000 pass, 1,000 rushing yard pace. And it's funny how the standard programs always have the next guy, and that's why they usually stay up there. The thing about LS is the schedule gets easier from here. You know how they play Twin Valley and Wyo at the end?
Later.
So if they can win this, they can run a streak here and get to 7-1. Whereas Cocalico, they really need this game because it could get dicey for Cocalico in a hurry.
Section 3 is going to be tricky for them. Enjoy that. That's an awesome old school LL game. Okay, Friday night I will catch you at Mannheim Township. Streaks play York Bearcats. Stunned Hempfield last week in OT. 22-16, got a punt return with like 30 seconds left in the game to tie it. Scored an OT and won. Stunned Hempfield. So York with a little mo coming to town. Township 1-1. The Cumberland Valley game 7-0. We were like, okay, defense,
no
good.
Marcos Fernandez though. They were
Correct.
different. Yeah, they were different in week 2.
And then Fernandez comes out against Central York and goes for 175 and a touchdown. Wow. But they lose against Central York. Not a horrible loss. I mean, the Panthers are really good. They're state ranked. And Central York and Mannheim Township are going to be there later in districts, no doubt about that. So anxious to get my eyeballs on the Blue Streaks here, see what they have, see Jack Kneff, see Fernandez, see what that defense is all about. That's a cool game. York at Mannheim Township. I will see you there on Friday. Okay. Anything else for the good of the order while we're here?
Only 4 Lancaster County teams are 2-0. Warwick, Lancaster Catholic, Ephrata, CV. So
That's
the
it.
league is balanced, and it's going to be unpredictable, I think.
And next week, Ephrata at CV.
Yeah.
Hello.
That'll be a good one.
That'll be very good. Anything, guys?
Yeah. Other 2 beats that I'm in charge of this fall. Golf is hard to believe. I mean, it always goes so quick. Halfway through the regular season already. Leagues are knocking on the door. And then field hockey, got another good slate of non-league matchups. Some league games as well this week. But I'll be at Mannheim Township this evening for Wilson, which is always a barn burner. It seems to be.
Excellent. Brian?
Yeah, while golf is almost done, cross country just started its regular season this week. So it's all on the site. Go check it out. A lot of great runners to keep your eye on through this fall.
Okay. Warwick Community Lidditz, our thoughts are with you. tough situation this week. Hope everybody gets through that. Okay, week 3, LO Football Roundtable, sponsored by Auto House of Lancaster. We'll have you covered. We'll be at the games we talked about. I think we'll be at all 28 games this weekend. Lancaster Online for all the coverage, game stories, photos, all the stats, and all the cool stuff moving forward. Okay, Jason, Christian, Brian, Jeff, Tyler, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.